discuss about whether or not integrated report poses the potential to be widely accepted as the alternative of corporate social reporting in future. I'm Shaivya, and I'd like to introduce my group members, Shijasmina,
Hi.
Shrikil,
Hello.
and Ambu.
Hi.
And I'd like to deal about introduction arguments on integrated report, whether it should be followed by company or not. There are certain positive and negative aspects of IR, so my friend would like to deal with the positive aspects. I would like to call Ashmina for this.
With the merit points of integrated reports, which is the integration of information that support both internal and external reporting. Integrated report has been slowly developing and is taking its level. The requirement for integrated report arose as financial report could not meet the requirements of stakeholders for decision making. IR consists of both financial and non-financial activities. Stakeholders could analyze the single report for decision making. It reduces the number of reports the company needs to publish. Stakeholders don't have to deal with the different reports and analyze the reports. The primary purpose of IR is to improve the quality information available to providers of financial and non-financial people, improving the broader and more relevant information. It has improved the corporate relationships through the value relevant information to various actors of company. It has become the report which could help the increasing which we could help in increasing the CSR of company by providing the relevant information for decision making for stakeholders. So for the further discussion, I would like to call Ambu.
I'll be discussing about the negative aspect of IR. There is not always only the positive aspect in IR of a company. There are certain drawbacks which cannot be ignored. IR adapter doesn't provide adequate information in managing the sustainability and is ignoring the quantitative term. There are still certain companies that are struggling with the implementation of internal IR. The stakeholder cannot fully rely on IR as it doesn't provide the internal information that the manager in the company used to make the major decision about the sustainability of the business. The leading indicator used in decision making is not shared to the stakeholder. The action plans of companies which they are thinking to implement are not shared to the stakeholder. They only offer the minimal information to that of the stakeholders. The company doesn't mention on the review of the actual performance when the performance is not going efficiently. Also, some information is repeated throughout the phase with different phasing, so the information in most of the cases in IR is always repeated in nature. Because of stating some information through paraphrasing, external parties believe in the wrong statements. Now, for conclusion, I like to call other.
Now I'll be dealing with conclusion. As we have already talked about how NAB, also known as National Australian Bank, has been very supportive on various sectors that helps the community, the CSR, corporate social responsibility, has been very important to NAB as it has been investing more on groups, volunteer and community groups in Australia. Not only that, it has been providing financial support to different parts of the country, like to farmers and clean up floods in different part of the country. NAB has been focusing more on social responsibility, which is valuable to consumers, society, community, and government. As well as for IR, it provides a wide picture of business valuation. Thus, from the report, we can conclude that IR can be widely accepted as an alternative for corporate social report. Thank you.